Am I live? Why is it? Just going to give everybody a minute to come on in. I need help if possible, making sure that everybody can see what I am doing and hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm not entirely sure what that noise is. It may be my computer humming. I'm not sure. It may be my computer making noise. I'm not sure. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that hum. I think it's doing it while I stream, so I apologize about that. Probably really am going to have to get a new computer eventually. Somebody else in there now with you? Okay, so, I guess we'll get this started. I really don't know what the delay is going to be like on my view over here of the stream, which of course I have on mute, so, if the quality is bad, let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. But since this is my first stream, I really don't know how this is going to turn out. Ken, by the way, you are now a moderator. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing because I was fiddling with OBS there in the middle of the stream, so, but I guess it's going to have to be what it is. You know, this is my first time doing this. You're welcome. Okay, so I guess we better get into this. Day 2 action. There's only 6 games on the day today, so let's look at this here. And I think what we should do tonight is 1914 Indianapolis and 1919 Chicago, since this is the first game for both of these teams here tonight on this season. Again, let me know if you're having trouble with quality or anything, because I know nothing about streaming, so just let me know if you have any trouble with quality or if everything's good. It looks good on my end, but hard to tell. So that's what we're going to do is 1914 Indianapolis and 1919 Chicago. So let's get going here. And we're going to start the simulcast, and we're going to get ourselves underway here before anything else. Here's the starting lineups. First of all, for 1914 Indianapolis, leading off and playing third base, Bill McKechnie. Batting second, playing right field, Vin Campbell. Batting third and playing center field, Benny Koth. Batting fourth and playing second base, Frank Laporte. Batting fifth and playing first base, Charlie Carr. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Jimmy Esmond. Batting seventh and playing left field, Al Shear. Batting eighth and catching, Bill Raridan. Batting ninth and on the mound, Cy Falkenberg. Just checking on the chat. Hi, Sports Time Machine. Welcome to my first stream. The starting lineup for 1919 Chicago. Leading off and playing right field, Nemo LeBoyd. Batting second and playing second base, Eddie Collins. Batting third and playing third base, Buck Weaver. Batting fourth and playing left field, Joe Jackson. Batting fifth and playing center field, Happy Felsch. Batting sixth and playing first base, Chick Gondil. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, Swede Reisberg. Batting eighth and catching, Ray Schalk. And batting ninth and pitching for 1919 Chicago, Lefty Williams. So let's get to it here. I promise I'll try to keep an eye on the chat for anybody that has any comments or questions, and we will get this game started. Lefty Williams has taken the field along with the 1919 Chicago, his teammates for 1919 Chicago, and Bill McKechnie is stepping up to the plate to lead things off for 1914 Indianapolis. And away we go here tonight. He rolls a 4.56. Ball hit to the second baseman. Close play at first. There's a 2 in 6 chance of him being safe, and he is out. And there is very quickly one gone on a bang-bang play. Batting second, now up to the plate, Vin Campbell. He steps in for his first at-bat of the season. The pitch, a 5-2-4, and there's a fly ball to shallow right field, and there is 2 away. Benny Koff, the hitter now. And here comes the pitch. A 3-1-1. Ballpark effect, column 3. We're going to go to the column 3 for Comiskey Park. And it is going to be a fly out to right field. And 1914 Indianapolis goes down quietly in the first. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. It is 1914 Indianapolis 0 and 1919 Chicago coming up. Yes, replay does deadball very nicely indeed. I like PC replay, because it's a great cards and dice experience, and this game simulcast is just awesome. I mean, you can't beat it for the price, in my opinion. Some people don't like PC replay. I do, it's great, in my opinion. So we go to the bottom of the first. 1919 Chicago leads it off. Has Nemo Libold leading it off. And a 1-5-6, and that's a pop out to the second baseman. And there is very quickly one gone. Eddie Collins steps in, his first at bat of the season. Here comes the pitch. A 6-4-3, and there is a single to left field, so Collins with a 1-out single here. Buck Weaver stepping in now. Collins takes his lead, and there's a 4-2-4. Ball hit to the second baseman. Second to first double play, and the side is quickly retired just like that. We are through one, and we are still scoreless. Hope you all are enjoying yourself in there. I know I am, even though this is my first stream. I am a little nervous just because I don't know the technical stuff and what may be going wrong and what may be going right. So, here we go. Top of the second, 1914 Indianapolis has Frank Laporte leading it off. 4-3-6. Ball hit to the second baseman. He throws over, and there is one away. Charlie Carr will get his first at bat now. A 3-3-4. Outer single, roll one die and find the new value for the column 3 section. And he is flown out to right field, and there is 2 away. So there was a 50-50 chance of him getting a hit there, and it did not pan out. Jimmy Esmond now stepping in. Lefty Williams with a stretch. 3-6-3, and that is a single to left field. And Esmond reaches with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Al Shear, the hitter now. Four, 6-3. Ball hit to the second baseman. He throws over to first, and they strand Esmond. as we head to the bottom of the second, and we are still scoreless. Y'all keep trying to talk to me here and make sure that everything is going well, because I can only keep going here, and I hope it does. And here we go, Joe Jackson leading it off for 1919 Chicago. Let's see what he can do in his first at-bat of the season, shall we? The pitch, 3-1-2, and he lines out to Koff at center, and he is quickly retired, one away. Happy Felsch, the hitter. He rolls a 6-1-6, and there's a double into the corner. So Felsch reaches at second with one out here in the bottom of the second. Chick Gondil will be the hitter. He rolls a 6-3-6, and that's a deep fly out to right field, 2 away. Felsch will move to third. Will tag and move to third. Swede Reisberg is our next hitter. Four, 5, 6. Ball hit to the first baseman. He throws over to first, and the inning is over. They strand the runner at third, and 1919 Chicago still cannot get a run. We are through 2, and we are scoreless. So we head to the top of the third inning here. Bill Warrieden, the hitter, to lead things off for 1914 Indianapolis. A look there, and it looks like some pretty good games going on around the league. 3-4-3, a rare play potential here, but it's an even number, so it's going to be a dribbler to the mound. Pitcher tries to retire the batter. Is it higher? It is. He is out. So, dribbler to mound, and Williams is able to get that ball, throw it over to first quickly for the first out. Cy Falkenberg, the pitcher, will bat for his first time this year. Here comes the pitch. 2-6-1. Looping drive to right field. Outfielder racing to make the catch. And there's a good chance it's going to be a hit. It is a single. So the pitcher reaches, and that brings it to the top of the order, and McKinchy is the hitter. He's 0 for 1 on the night. 5-1-1. Ground ball to third base. Infield in, batter out at first in the inning. Oh wait, excuse me, there's 2 down. I thought that was the third out. It's not. Bad me. Vin Campbell, the hitter. He is also 0 for 1 on the night. 5-4-3, ground ball to first base. Throws over, or he'll just take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. Middle of the third, still nothing. Ray Schalk will hit to lead things off for 1919 Chicago in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. A 2-5-6 is a fly out to center field, and there is one away. Lefty Williams will come and make his first plate appearance of the year. And the pitch, a 1-1-3, and he strikes out. So 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the third. And back to the top of the order, Nemo Lebold, the hitter. 0 for 1 on the night. 5-2-1, ground ball to first base, out at first to end the inning. We go to the top of the fourth, and we are still not at 0-0. Lefty Williams going back out there to pitch. Still in good shape. And Benny Koff will lead things off for 1914 Indianapolis. He is 0 for 1 on the night. 5-2-4, ground ball to first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself, and there is one away. Frank Laporte, the hitter now. He is 0 for 1 on the night. He rolls a 6.65. Oh, this could be trouble here. Single or home run. No chance of it being a home run, though. He is going to drop in for a single into center field. So Laporte gets on, and here's Charlie Carr. But Laporte is taking a big lead here. And he is going to get back to first and not attempt to steal. Charlie Carr steps back in. 5-1-1. Ground ball to the third baseman. And they get the force at second, so Carr will reach at first on the fielder's choice. Jimmy Esmond, the hitter now. And Carr, now he's taking a big lead. What's going to happen here? He's going to get back there and not even try it. He decides with 2 outs it's not worth doing in a scoreless game. Jimmy Esmond, the hitter. 5-4-3. Ground ball to first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And they strand Carr. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still scoreless. Yeah, Lefty could check it. He's one of the few names that I'm familiar with in Deadball, so. Eddie Collins will lead it off for 1919 Chicago in the bottom of the fourth. He steps in. Falkenberg. Ready. And the pitch. A 2-1-4. And he grounds out shortstop to first base. And Collins has been injured. It looks like. On the play, it says the batter misses the next game. So we'll see if that's true. One away. And Weaver stepping in. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Rolls a 1-4-2, and that's going to be a strikeout. 2 away. And Joe Jackson will make another appearance here. 0 for 1 on the night. Can he get a hit? 4-6-1. Ball hit to the shortstop. Possible error. We're going to have a error check for Jimmy Esmond. Error rating 26. It is an error. So Joe Jackson reaching first on an error here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Happy Felsch, the hitter now. But Joe Jackson is taking a lead. And he is going, and he is caught at second trying to steal. And the inning is over, so Felsch will have to wait. We go to the fifth. No score. Man. We go to the top of the fifth. Say it ain't so, Joe. What movie are you referring to? Top of the fifth here. Al Shear, the hitter. He is 0 for 1 on the night. A 1-3-1, and that is a strikeout, one away. Still nobody able to buy a run so far. Let's see if that changes here anytime soon. Bill Eden, the hitter. A 6-6-6, and that is a double into the corner. So he reaches with one out, and 1914 Indianapolis may be onto something here. But Falkenberg is the hitter. What are they going to do with him having bunt here? It is a sacrifice bunt. I called it. And the sacrifice works as intended. 2 away. Moreden moving to third. Bill McCheney, the hitter, 0 for 2 on the night. 6-5-6. Short fly out to left field, and that runner is stranded again. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 0-0. Eight men out. I have not seen that movie. I may have to check that out. May have to see if it's on like Netflix or something. Bottom of the fifth inning. Happy Felsch will step back in after Joe Jackson was caught stealing the previous inning. So he will get his at bat now. A 6-3-6. Deep fly out to right field. Campbell racing back. And he makes the catch just short of the track, 1 away. Chick Gundill, the hitter. 1-3-6. And there's a pop out to Laporte at second base. And there's 2 down. So this is quite the pitcher's duel we're having here. As Swede Reisberg steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the night. 3-2-1. Out or a single. Roll 1 die. Let's see what happens. It's more than likely an out. And it is a fly out to center. And the inning is over. After 5, we are still scoreless. The 1919 Black Sox, the Black Sox scandal. I do know the story of that, but that movie does sound interesting. I might have to check that out. Vin Campbell, the hitter, to lead things off for 1914 Indianapolis in the top of the 6th. And a 6-6-3, and there's a single to right field. So Campbell reaches. And Benny Koff steps in, but Campbell is taking a big lead. There could be a stolen base attempt here. Nope. He's going to get back there and say, I need to remain on base and give my team a chance to try to bring me around any way they can here. So Koff will step back in, and he'll bunt. The defense elects to retire the batter here, so that does work as a sacrifice, 1 away, and Campbell moves to second. So let's see if this helps 1914 Indianapolis get a run across here. Frank Laporte, the hitter, 1 for 2, and he pops out to second base. Collins is there. And there's 2 down. So Campbell still sitting there on second with 2 outs. And here's Charlie Carr, 0 for 2 on the night. A 2-2-6. And there's a single to right field. Campbell rounds third, and he will score. And Carr moves to second, and 1914 Indianapolis has taken a 1-0 lead here. So Carr moving up to second quickly as well, and here's Jimmy Esmond. Now Carr taking a lead here. I don't know why they're wanting him to try this, and it doesn't help, as he is caught stealing at third. So once again, a team has run themselves out of an inning here in the top of the sixth, but not before they are able to put up a run, and 1914 Indianapolis has a 1-0 lead. You should give it a watch. It will help with you playing the Deadball season. Yeah, I will, Ken. I definitely will. You know, that'll help a lot. Is it on anything like Netflix or something? Do you know? Ray Schalk leads it off for 1919 Chicago in the bottom of the sixth. A 6-3-2, and there's a pop out to third base. So Schalk is quickly retired, one away, and Lefty Williams will step in 0 for 1 on the night. 4-5-3, ball hit to the first baseman, and that's going to be off Carr's glove for a single. So Williams reaching here with 1 out in the bottom of the sixth, and LeBold will step in 0 for 2 on the night. (1-1-6), line drive single and a possible error. We're going to roll against Campbell's error rating, which is pretty low. And it is an error, so both runners will move up. They're on second and third. And 1919 Chicago knocking on the door here in the bottom of the sixth with 1 out. And Eddie Collins will be the man responsible for trying to drive these runs in. And here comes the pitch, a 6-5-4, and he pops out to third base. 2 away. Buck Weaver will step in as the last hope for 1919 Chicago in this inning in terms of trying to get one or both of these runners in. Falkenberg winds and delivers. A 6-6-3 ballpark effect single or home run. This is trouble. It's going to be a single. Will both runners score on this play? Yes, they will. And Weaver has knocked in both and given 1919 Chicago a 2-1 lead. Joe Jackson, the hitter, with Weaver on at first. Joe Jackson on the night 0 for 2. 3-1-2, and he lines out to center field to end the inning, but not before 1919 Chicago is able to put up 2 runs of their own, and they now lead 2-1. How are y'all doing in there? Enjoying the game? Lefty Williams going back out for a 7th inning of work here, and Jimmy Esmond will step in. 1-2-6, and he strikes out, and there's very quickly 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Al Shearer is the hitter now, and he is currently 0 for 2 on the night. A 2-6-5, looping drive to right field. Outfielder races to make catch, and he is going to do so. He reaches and grabs that one, And there is one away, or excuse me, two away here in the top of the seventh with Raridan, the next hitter. He is 1 for 2 on the night. A 1-1-3, and he swings and misses at a pitch low in the dirt, and the inning is over. We are at the stretch. 1919 Chicago has a 2-1 lead. Voodoo has it free. Netflix did have it. Not so sure now. Amazon Prime has it for $2.99, I think. I have Voodoo, and that would be a steal right there, getting it for free. That is great. Thank you for that info, Ken. Falkenberg going back out there for the bottom of the seventh, and Felsch will step in. Falkenberg delivers a 3-6-4. Right-handed pitcher leaping catch by the shortstop, Esmond. And there is one gone in the bottom of the seventh. Chick Gondil, the hitter. He is currently 0 for 2 on the night. A 5-5-1. And that's an infield single. So Gondil reaching here with one out as 1919 Chicago may be looking for a little insurance here. There's a column 5 re-roll. Let's deal with that. And there's a pitch in the dirt that's blocked. No advance. As Swede Reisberg is the hitter, he steps back in. A 6-6-6. Single or home run. It's going to be a single. No chance of a home run here. And there is runners on first and second as they decide to go station to station here. Ray Schalk is the hitter. 5-3-2. Possible base on balls. Is going to be a walk. So now Falkenberg has walked the bases loaded here with one out in the bottom of the seventh for Lefty Williams. Will they let him hit in this situation? They will. 4-6-5. Ball hit to the second baseman. Hard grounder. Runner forced at home. So they get the runner at home to avoid giving up a run, and there's 2 outs. LeBoyd, the hitter now. 1 for 3 on the night. A 1-4-5, and he swings and misses, and they strand the bases loaded here in the seventh. We go to the eighth. 1919 Chicago has a 2-1 lead. Voodoo has it free with ads. Just checked, Robbie. Thank you, Ken. That is great. I definitely will check 8 Men out. That will be, I'm sure, fun to watch. Falkenberg will step in. Maybe. Let's see if they don't pinch hit for him in this situation. It is the top of the 8th after all, and they are down by a run. They are going to let him hit. 5-3-4. And it's a ground ball to third base. Throw over to Gondil, and there's one away. McKenzie is the hitter. 0 for 3 on the night. A 3-5-6, and that's a line out to second base. Collins is there, and there is 2 up, 2 down here. And 1914 Indianapolis is down to their final out. Or final 4 outs, excuse me. No, we're not playing an 8-inning game. Vin Campbell, the hitter. 6-5-5. And there's a short fly out to center field in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 1919 Chicago still holding on to a slim 2-1 lead. always bet on the under in Deadball. Yeah, it sure seems like it. I mean, look at some of these scores. They're pretty low scoring, except for that New York-Philadelphia game. It looks like Philadelphia getting blanked there 4-0. Bottom of the 8th we go here. Eddie Collins is the leadoff hitter for 1919 Chicago. And a 3-1-4 ballpark effect. What's it going to be? A 50-50 chance of a hit? It is an out. A fly out to right field. Campbell is there. And there is one away. Buck Weaver steps in. He is currently 1 for 3 on the night with 2 RBIs. He is responsible for driving in the 2 runs that gave him the lead. A 4-5-3. Ball hit to the second baseman. We're rolling for an error check. And it is an error. He reaches on an error, and Weaver will move all the way to second on this error. So with 1 out, Weaver's on second. I don't think he's going to try to steal this time, as Joe Jackson will come up 0 for 3 on the night. 5-3-3, and there's a walk. So Joe Jackson reaches on the walk, setting up a double play potential with 1 out and Happy Felsch the hitter. 1 for 3 on the night. 6-3-5, and he flies. He hits this one deep to left field. Shear going back, well back to the track, and he reaches up and makes the catch. 2 away. Chick Gundil, the hitter, stepping in, 1 for 3 on the evening. 2-2-2, and there's a single to left field. Weaver will round third and score, and it is now 3-1, 1919 Chicago. Swede Reisberg is the hitter, and they're still letting Falkenberg pitch, it looks like. But he may be on a short leash if he gives up any more runs here. 5-4-3, and there's a fly out to right field in the inning. So we go to the 9th here in Chicago. 1919 Chicago with a 3-1 lead. Defensive substitution. Collins inserted at right field for Chicago. So a little defensive substitution there. They're going to let Lefty Williams try to finish this one out. Leading off, Benny Koff is the hitter. And it has gone final in Boston. They win 3-2 over Cleveland. We will get to... Let's go look at that box score real quick, if you all don't mind. As 1912 Boston has defeated 1908 Cleveland 3-2. O'Brien the winner. He's 1-0. Lieberhunt, the loser, he is 0-1. Both pitchers go the distance in this one. Took only an hour and 42 minutes to play that game? Are you kidding me? Wow. An hour and 42 minutes. So we are in the top of the 9th here. And Koff stepping in. A 2-3-4, and there's a fly out to center field. Felsch is there, and there's one away. Laporte stepping in. 1 for 3 on the night. 4-5-4, and that's a ball hit to the second baseman. Collins throws to Gondil, and there is 2 out. And now 1914 Indianapolis is down to their final out. And it's Charlie Carr stepping in as the last hope here for 14 Indianapolis. Lefty Williams trying to finish it here. The pitch, a 2-2-6. And there's a single to right field, so this will extend the game a little more as the tying man reaches at first, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Jimmy Esmond. Esmond 1 for 3 on the night. He struck out once. And here comes the pitch. 3-6-1, line drive towards the left field. And it's a single to left field. Carr moves all the way to third. And all of a sudden here, a little life for 1914 Indianapolis with 2 outs as the tying man is only 90 feet away. Al Shear comes to the plate. He is 0 for 3 on the night. Can he drive Carr home here? Here comes the pitch. 3-4-4. It's a double to left field. Carr scores. Esmond goes to third. And there may be a chance for an extra base. Extra base. It's a throw. It's cut off. And 1914 Indianapolis takes the lead. Shear is going to be safe at third on this play. It is 3-3. Oh, man. It is tied up here in the top of the ninth, and Shear is now 90 feet away from scoring. Raridan the hitter, 1 for 3. 5-2-1. Ground ball to first base. Throws over to first, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the ninth. All tied at 3. Wow. What a game we are seeing for these two teams opening night. They didn't play last night as they had that night off. And now they are deadlocked at 3 in the bottom of the ninth. Still a chance for 1919 Chicago to walk it off here. Ray Schalk, the hitter. Falkenberg steps to the rubber. 3-4-2, a rare play opportunity. And this is going to be a foul ball. So Schalk steps back in. 5-1-5, and he walks. So the winning run is on for 1919 Chicago in the bottom of the ninth. And Lefty Williams is the batter, and he's not going to bat. They're going to bring in Fred McMullen to pinch hit for Lefty Williams, so his night will be done if we go any farther than the ninth inning. A sacrifice bunt attempt, and it's successful. So now Schalk moves to second on the sacrifice, and there's 1 out. Shano Collins comes up to the plate for his first at-bat of the night. A 1-6-1, and he strikes out. So Schalk standing there on second with 2 away for Eddie Collins. Eddie Collins 1 for 4 on the night. He could sure use a big hit here. 6-5-1, and he pops out to the third baseman, and we have free baseball here tonight. Tied at 3. Wow. Nope. No runner on second. We are not doing that in dead ball because we are not modern day baseball. And we have no pitch clocks and anything like that. Any of that nonsense. Dave Danforth comes in to pitch in the top of the 10th. Will he pitch to Falkenberg is the question, but before we get to that, let's look at the game that went final here. 1904 New York defeated 1911 Philadelphia 4-1. So 1904 New York going to 2-0 on the year. Powell gets the win, he's 1-0, and Morgan is a losing pitcher at 0-1. So, back to our game here, as it's the top of the 10th. Falkenberg, is he going to hit? He is going to hit. 2-1-5. Chopper to the pitcher, roll against the fielder's error rating. And it's not an error. It's a ground out, one away in the top of the 10th. Bill McKenzie is the hitter. 0 for 4 on the night. 1-3-3, and that's a pop out to second base. Collins is there. Makes the catch, and there is 2 up, 2 down. Vin Campbell is the hitter. 5-2-2. And he flies out to center field to end the inning. We are through into the middle of the 10th, and it's still tied 3-3. Danforth, illegal pitchmaster. Can you elaborate on that, Ken? Falkenberg going back out there for the bottom of the 10th. I'm surprised at this point. Buck Weaver steps in. He is 1 for 4 on the night with 2 RBIs. Could he maybe hit a long ball here to send these fans home happy tonight? 6-5-1, and he pops out to Picchetti in third base, and 1 up, 1 down. For Joe Jackson, who has yet to get a hit tonight, 0 for 3. A 2-2-5 for Jackson, and it's a single to center field. So Jackson, representing the winning run, is on at first. Happy Felsch, will he bunt here in this situation? 2-2-3, he will not. And it's a single to left field. Jackson will move up to second, and they're running station to station here, but Jackson's in scoring position for Chick Gondil. 1 good base hit here could end this ball game. Two, 3, single to left field. Jackson goes to third, and he will not try to score. The bases are loaded with 1 out. So you know the infield's going to have to be in here. You just know it. As Swede Reisberg comes to the plate. A base hit ends it. 1-5-1. Ground ball to third base. Runner on third is out trying to score on the fielder's choice. And there is 2 down. Ray Schalk comes to the plate with the bases loaded. 0 for 2 on the night, but he could deliver a big hit here and send these fans home happy. 3-6-2, right-handed pitcher, leaping catch by the shortstop, Esmond, and the inning is over. They strand, the bases loaded. More free baseball coming your way. Through spitball. Wow.
threw spitballs and petroleum jelly balls. His career went downhill after the rule changes. He became a dentist later in life. Wow. Did not know that. Yeah, I guess we were playing back when we're playing way back when the spitball was legal. Dave Danforth goes back out there for another inning, top of the 11th, and Benny Koff leads it off. 5-6-5, and Koff leads off with a walk. Frank Laporte is the hitter now. And Koff, though, is going to try to steal. Maybe. He's got a good lead, and it is a stolen base. So a little aggressiveness here rather than trying to sacrifice an out here by stealing here, and it works out. So he's on second with nobody out instead of what a bunt would do, which would be on second with one out. So they still have 3 outs to try to get him around. Laporte stepping in. 1 for 4 on the night. Now he's going to bunt. And the sacrifice works as intended. 1 away, and Koff is on third. Here's Charlie Carr. 4-1-4. Ball hit to the first baseman. A possible error. If it's an error, they take the lead. It is not an error, a ground out. Roll one die against the runners. The lead runner's speed, which is 5, is a 6. He is out at the plate. 2 away, so they go and get the lead runner to keep this game tied. Jimmy Esmond, the hitter. Bakar taking his lead, and he will just stay put right there. Let Esmond try to do some magic here. 2 for 4 on the night, 5-1-6, and he walks. Al Shearer, with runners on first and second here, is 1 for 4 on the night. 3-4-6, and there's a double to right field. Carr rounds third. He will score. Check with third base coach to see if another run comes home. He will, and it is 5-3, 19-14 Indianapolis. They have come all the way back from down 3-1 to take a 5-3 lead here in extra innings. Bill Raridan stepping in, 1 for 4. Shear on at second. 6-3-3, and he flies out to center field, but the damage is done as 19-14 Indianapolis is 3 outs away from an extra inning win on their opening night. Defensive substitution to tell you about here. E. Roche inserted at left field. But before we get to that, we have a couple more games that have gone final here to look at. 1914 Boston defeats 1919 Cincinnati 3-2. So Boston improving to 1-1, Cincinnati dropping to 1-1. James is the winner, he's 1-0. Ruther the loser, 0-1. And then we go here, and 1909 Pittsburgh blanks 1915 Philadelphia 5-0. Comets gets the win, and Mayer gets the loss. So 1909 Pittsburgh improves to 1-1, and Philadelphia has a 1-1 start of their own after 2 games as they drop to 1-1. Back to our game. And check on the chat real quick. Yeah, it is crazy. Good night, Sports Time Machine. I hope you have a great night and can catch this one on the other side. I hope this automatically uploads. Dave Danforth, the hitter. And he will be pinch hit for by Bird Lynn. 3-6-1, right-handed pitcher, leaping catch by the shortstop, and 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the 11th. Shane O'Collins steps in, and Eddie Murphy will pinch hit for him here instead. 2-4-2, and there's a single to left field, so Murphy reaches with 1 out. Eddie Collins comes in, and we're going to have a pinch, and we're going to have a new pitcher coming in, George Mullen, as he will come in relief to try to get these last 2 outs here in the bottom of the 11th and get 1914 Indianapolis off to a great start on the season. Eddie Collins is the hitter. He rolls a 4-1-5. Ball hit to second baseman. Possible error on the play. Roll against that error rating. It is an error. And there's runners on first and second with 1 out. Buck Weaver steps in. 1 for 5 on the night. 6-6-1, ballpark effect, single or home run. If it's a home run, they would walk it off. It's going to be a single. Runner may try to score from third, and defense may try for the runner at the plate. Runner decides to hold at third, so the bases are loaded here in a tense situation, and Joe Jackson comes up 1 for 4. Oh man, here we go. 1-5-5, pop out to the shortstop, and everybody just stays right where they are, 2 away, and 1919 Chicago is down to their final out here tonight. Happy Felch, the hitter, 2 for 5. And he come up with a big third hit right here. Here comes the pitch. 1-1-1. Line drive single and a possible error. Roosh, error rating is 61. It is not an error. It is 5-4 now, so it's still bases loaded. And a 1-run lead for 1914 Indianapolis. If Clinton Parks were here, he would definitely say this is Cardiac League. Chick Gondil, the hitter now. He is 3 for 5 on the night, has an RBI. Can he add to that total? 5-4-1. There's a swing and a drive to center field. Koff ranging under it. He has it, and this ball game is over. Man, oh man. So 1914 Indianapolis wins it 5-4 in 11 innings. Cy Falkenberg does get the win. He is 1-0. Dave Danforth will suffer the loss. He is 0-1. The save goes to George Mullen. And the MVP of this game is Al Shear. Eddie Collins is injured for 1 game. And man, what an opening game for both of these teams as 1914 Indianapolis somehow pulls it out. We are not done though. We are going to take you over real quick to this other game that's going on still in extra innings. It's the top of the 12th. 1909 Detroit and 1912 Washington tied at 2 with a runner with Schmidt on third. Claude Rossman is the hitter. 5-3-6, and there's a walk. So runners on the corners here for Matty McSinth and Rossman is caught stealing. So 2 outs. Four, 2-6 on the play. Ball hit to the shortstop. Possible infield single. He is safe. And Schmidt will score. And 1909 Detroit has taken a 3-2 lead. Tony Bush, the hitter now. But another steal attempt possible. No, he's going to hold. So Bush stepping back in. 1-3-3, and that's a walk. So runners on first and second for 1909 Detroit. Yeah, it is 1:12 a.m. here, but I'm still having fun. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Ken. We're just getting through this last game. We'll go over the results of the day real quick, and then we'll call it a stream. Ty Cobb is the hitter. 3-2-5, and he lines out to center field, and Cobb is the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Kid Spear is coming in to pitch for Detroit. And it's kind of a double switch in a way here as Jones is inserted at first base. Charlie Becker is supposed to hit. Will they let him? No. Rip Williams will pinch hit for him here in the bottom of the 12th. 2-6-2. Looping drive to center field. Outfielder races to make catch. And he is going to be out. So there is one down in the bottom of the 12th. Danny Moeller is the hitter. A 3-1-3, and there's a triple to center field. So Moeller, the tying man, reaches here with 1 out. Eddie Foster stepping in, 1 for 6 on the night. 1-5-4, and he pops out to the shortstop, and Moeller has to hold his position. 2 outs, and Clyde Milan steps in as the final hope for 1912 Washington here tonight. Here comes the pitch, a 1-2-5, and he pops out to second base, and that ends the ball game as 1909 Detroit defeats 1912 Washington 3-2 in 12 innings. 1909 Detroit improving to 2-0. 1912 Washington dropping to 0-2. Ralph Works gets the win. He's 1-0. Walter Johnson suffers the loss. Kid Spear with his first save. And Ed Willett is your MVP of the game. A couple injuries to tell you about. Davy Jones injured for 5 games. And Boss Schmidt injured for 3 games. So that is day number 2 in the Deadball League. What a fun one it was, especially with our featured game of the night, which went 11 innings and ended with 1914 Indianapolis coming out on top, coming from behind. Despite committing 4 errors, they win 5-4 here tonight. So that is going to do it just about for our stream here tonight, although we should go to the Replay Daily here real quick and check out what it has to say. Al Shear getting the play of the day The play of the day took place in the game between 1914 Indianapolis and 1919 Chicago at Comiskey Park on Friday. Top of the 11th, 14 Indianapolis batting. Men on first and second, 2 outs, game tied. Al Shear doubles, driving in 2 runs, and they never looked back. And that turned out to be the game of the day as well. Voted by the fans, was played at Comiskey Park in an exciting AL American League game. 1914 Indianapolis outlasted 19 Chicago 5-4 after 11 innings. It was a thriller. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. You all enjoyed it out there. I would like to thank Sports Time Machine, Ken Castro, you guys for coming out and being a part of my first ever stream. I hope this comes out okay for you guys. I'm going to try to do more streaming now. This is definitely fun now that I've figured out exactly the correct way to do it. So with that in mind, I thank you guys for coming out, and we hope to see you next time for more Diamond Decades Deadball season. Good night, you guys.